Making voluntary contributions for your UK state pension. So many people are aware that you are able to make past and future, on an ongoing basis, voluntary national insurance contributions to top up your state pension entitlement. Just as a recap, you need 10 years to enjoy to be eligible for a UK state pension, up to a maximum of 35 years. And every extra year you have, you gain extra benefits. So if you don't already, you should have a government gateway account. Go to HMRC or gov.org. I might have that wrong, but if you Google basic state pension UK, you'll be able to find up a government gateway account and get yourself set up and investigate making voluntary contributions. There are two types you can make as an expat: Class 2 and Class 3. I'm not able to tell you which one is right for you. It depends on when you whether you're working and whether you were working before you left the UK. We've got clients who are able to make Class 2 and clients who have to make Class 3. The best way to find out is to call HMRC and ask them. Class 2 is significantly more attractive than Class 3. To buy Class 2 contributions is £163.80 a year, basically. Class 3 contributions, on the other hand, are £824 a year, so substantially higher. When you buy a year, essentially, whether you're buying a past year, you can go back 6 years, or whether you're buying a current year, you pay that amount, whether you're paying Class 2 or Class 3, and that will increase each year, and you will buy a year. Right now, in 2022/2023, that buys you about £275 a year in additional income, and that will also rise with inflation. So, assuming you have to make Class 3 contributions, £824 to buy an additional £275. Because that's inflation linked, that will be the equivalent of £275 a year when you start taking that benefit. You do the maths, you have to live at about 3 years to be in the money. I would say that's a worthwhile investment. Obviously, if you pass away before, then it's money down the drain. It's a longevity, it's a life expectancy gamble. If you are able to pay Class 2 contributions, I'll go as far as to say it's almost a no-brainer. So it's something you should be aware of. You can find out by calling HMRC and telling them the situation, and they might be able to advise you, and then you should be able to go from there. This can be complicated by something called WEP, Windfall Elimination Provision. This is a separate blog, a separate video. It goes into detail, but essentially your Social Security payment can be reduced because you're entitled to a UK state pension. People often assume this means that topping up their UK pension is therefore not worthwhile. I would argue that it's still worth looking into. The maximum WEP penalty can be 50% of your state pension entitlement. So if you're entitled to $5,000 a year from the UK, your Social Security could be reduced by $2,500 a year. That means if you're making Class 3 contributions, you then have to survive 6 years or so before you're in the money. I'd still say that is a worthwhile investment, or at least worthwhile considering. And again, Class 2, it's still almost a no-brainer. So don't be put off by WEP, just understand it. There's more information out there. It's very likely that topping up your UK state pension will be financially beneficial for you, and you should know it, understand it, and maybe go about it. Happy to answer any questions if we can. Just let us know. Thank you.